So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here we go.
Tight dog.
On the carry, it's Logan. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Lucy. 11.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Alert. 3 down. Check nickel.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. As his guys are in for 6, and the Texans have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the rookie out of Georgia, Sony Michel. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Michel. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now out comes Houston. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Lucy.
Bortles now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Strong right. 11. Shut. Green 80.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Logan. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. First down, Kaiser. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Jim.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Flex round.
From the gun, Kaiser. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Move.
Hey, boy, you got 4. Go down. Motion.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Here we go. 11B. 372.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Looking right side, and he's got him in. That's Bird. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
380.
Hey, watch the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
We're 54 right here. 11. Hey, spread left. Spread left. Throw left. 55.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Flex round. Stand up in.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Kaiser on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Flex round.
Got three down.
To the air again, Kaiser. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Eric Kendricks in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Omaha.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Green 80. Green 80.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Nice 39, Lucy.
Right back to him on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Let's go.
The stop for no gain brings up second and 10 from the 20. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this.
Here we go. 372.
Trip.
11. Move. Lucy.
On second down, here's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And some room to work. The 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
Let's go.
Now Bortles to try again after the pick six. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
11B.
On first down, Bortles. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Lucy. Hey, 54 Ricky.
Bortles to throw on second down. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing his Bortles on third down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
3 down.
A first down throw for Kaiser. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Kyle Fuller there defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sony Michel as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, shifts past him. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Set. 380. Spread left, spread left, spread left. So right, so right.
Throwing now is Bortles. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
So much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check 99.
Kaiser just getting the play off. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Shalik Calhoun coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long for Kaiser. He'll buy some time right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of... real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Throw left. Throw left.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0. 5-0, 5-0.
On 3rd down, it's Logan. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Let's go. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
Move. Lucy.
On play action, it's Bortles. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Move.
Staying open.
Move.
Motion. Mike 5-5.
This is Logan. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. Move.
Got four down, four down. 87's getting the ball. 87's getting the ball.
They run again with Logan. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Let's go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Tight right, tight right. Hey, four down, four down. Check. Lucky.
On 3rd down, it's Logan. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here we go, D.
Bortles now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Bortles now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Colts coming out now. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Michel. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up.
Here's Kaiser. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. First down, Kaiser. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. A second down throw now for Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, we got 3, we got 3. 3 down, 3 down.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The kick by Carlson is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
11B, 11B. Green 80. Green 80. Move.
Hold the look, hold.
Bortles now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Bortles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
372.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Here's Bortles to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
11B, 11B.
4 down, 4 down.
Hank, Hank.
Bortles to throw once more. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Kaiser to throw it. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field.
Lucy.
Hey, watch number five. Watch number five.
Move.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Sean Davis with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. 2-score game. Here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Green 80.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Bortles now to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Green 80. Green good.
On play action, now Bortles. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Following the interception, Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a pitch out to Michelle. Evades the tackler, and now some space. 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He's going to get it running right. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in, Michelle. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining, so they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They're running it. It's Michelle. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Texans defense stands tall. And here comes the Texans now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Lucy. Green is it. Green is good.
In his own end zone, it's Bortles. Now a desperation throw. Got his man complete. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44. A big-time play there for the Texans. 42 yards. On 1st down, Bortles. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Flex round! Flex round!
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Kaiser here looking to throw it. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Play action now. Kaiser. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Indianapolis, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.